You wanna say like?
Hello.
Good morning and welcome to another full day of eating, and it is a Saturday as it tends to be when I make these, and I'm going to try and keep this morning segment pretty short because we have all kinds of plans afoot for today. If the amount of plans you had were gauged by acorns, I'd have like an entire rucksack full of acorns because we got a lot of plans. I'm training in a minute. It's pretty early because I need to go early because we need to go up to London. We're going to go up and see my grandparents, which will be cool. What I'm going to be eating, we're going to be having lunch at the Italian ones, which I showed you a couple of times, I think, in vlogs recently. They're pretty freaking. They're literally stereotypical Italian grandparents. Like, you couldn't, you know, the whole like, oh, hello, you want some spaghetti? Literally, that is what my grandma is. So it'll be quite funny going to see those guys. Then we've got, I said it in the evening of eating on Thursday, it's my Sarah's mum's partner's birthday, so we're going to go up there. They've got a big old party. It's the same place, if you remember where we had Sarah's party, and there was like loads of people there and loads of food and stuff. The same venue, so it should be pretty cool. And apparently there are some crazy Irish people coming, so that should make it quite funny. Oh, and also, pretty bizarre as well, they happen to be friends with, if you watch Game of Thrones, Sir, what's his name there? Sir Barristan. Yeah. Sir Barristan, you know, like the cool kind of, yeah, the kind of cool old like knight dude. They happen to be friends with him. I think his name's Ian, and he's going to be there, so that's pretty random. So I'll probably try and do some awkward vlogging with him. But anyway, I need to get going now because I need to get to the gym, so I need to eat my breakfast. So this is what I'm going to have. My standard go-to at the moment, which is Weetabix. I'm going to have 6 of those with some milk and then a bit of sugar. Not loads, but just because it makes it way nicer. Weetabix by themselves taste like disgusting. Weetabix with sugar on tastes incredible. I have 6 with all that stuff, which gives me a solid like 700-800 calories, which is a pretty good start to the day, and it's fairly easy for me to eat, so it's win-win, particularly when it's early in the morning like this. So I'm going to have that. I've had my like cod liver oil and glucosamine and crap. I'll do my protein thing where I double up after training because it's too early for me to have it now, and if I eat all the cereal and then have the protein, I'll probably vom all over your face. So I'll do this, go training, catch up with you shortly. That is not a good idea when you're ill. And speaking of illness, it's so freaking annoying. Like today was okay, but I still feel like I'm hanging on to the last tiny bit of the flu cold thing I've had. It's really, really frustrating. Like for the last, I've had it for like a week and a half, and for the last 4, probably 5 days, I felt like I'm pretty much good and I'm gonna feel fine, and then I still just don't quite feel right, like I'm still coughing and breathing heavy in the gym like some kind of pervert. But that said, today's probably the best I felt, and then tomorrow is a rest day, and then Monday is normally a good day. So fingers crossed by Monday I should be feeling back 100% and lifting heavy weights and that kind of stuff, so that should be good. Yeah, I mean, squats felt okay today. They actually moved pretty well considering I squatted last night. Bench press wasn't great, but I did a lot of push volume accessory stuff like about 36 hours ago, so that probably accounts for that. I need to get back quickly now because obviously we need to get in the car and get on the way to London. That's why I didn't do any accessory stuff, which I normally would do, but I'm in a rush and I had to prioritize the squats and the bench. I've got my whole milk here and my 1.5 scoops of chocolate smooth whey, which is about 50 grams or so, or 45 grams of protein. So I'll quickly smash that, get home, have a shower, and then we're off. Okay, we're back home. I've showered, I'm wearing clean clothes. Also, talking of clean clothes, I'm wearing the greatest socks in the world. I thought socks were socks until I tried these bad boys. I think they're like Donne or something, I don't know, but they were a Christmas present, standard like socks. I think they're from like Serge's auntie or something, but they're literally, the comfort level is out of this world. I'm gonna buy like 50 more pairs and just stitch them into like a onesie and just wear it and roll around on the floor all day. Anyway, we need to go. I'm gonna grab a quick snack, a really wholesome, healthy snack in some flaming hot Monster Claws, which of course, as we all know, are Monster Munch, and then a Mars, believe it or not, which is obviously Mars's version of an Aldi's Titan. I'm gonna have that quickly, and then I thought I'd very quickly show you this. So, as you know, it is, like I said, Serge's mum's partner's birthday tonight, and Serge, being the greatest cake maker on the earth, has made him a cake. Now this, I think, is her best work yet. It's unbelievable. So have a look at this. This is some Hendrick's gin, right? He really likes Hendrick's gin. His name is Mart, like Martin, Mart. There's some Hendrick's gin and a lemon, and then look at that. How friggin' insane. That is a cake. That is like layers of sponge covered in chocolate. Serge has put all this like crap on it, and like even like put those bits in it to make it look more realistic. How that's a lemon. Again, Serge made that out of icing and stuff. Like, that is unbelievable. What a freaking hero. Anyway, that's enough cake voyeuring for now. We need to go, so I will probably see you when we are at my nonna's. We are here, it was like an 1.5-hour drive, but because it was like immediately after training, my back is struggling, so I'm just gonna like squat down like a weirdo here. I'm really hungry as well. Nonna is a friggin' hero. She tends to literally just be intuitively ready, so we'll literally go in the door and the food will be on the table instantly, pretty much every time. So let's go in and get some food. As I suspected, look at the freaking size of those bad boys. That is chicken there, scallop, there's some broccoli, and potatoes. It's looking pretty good. You wanna say hello?
Hello.
Right, let's get some food. Okay, it's go time. So, that is the chicken. I've made the potatoes into like a potato salad, just cause, extra calories. Ketchup for the chicken, which I've kind of segregated nicely using the chicken. Then there is some garlic bread, which I've almost eaten. Some broccoli, which I'll add in a minute, but I don't like adding broccoli, so I feel like it's gonna ruin my plate if I add it, so I'm gonna eat that as an afterthought. Says already well into hers. Bloody greedy. Let's do it. Oh my god, I am very full up, like uncomfortably full up, but I kind of liking it because I haven't been able to eat that much food for the last week where I've been ill. So being like mega full up is a good experience because I've not really experienced that for a little while. Anyway, now everyone's kind of hanging out, chilling out in the front room. I've come out, I'm gonna make drinks for me and Serge. I'm having a coffee, and Serge is having a tea, and we've got some, this reminds me of my full day of vegan eating, some soya milk. Subtle, sweet taste, that's subjective. Then we've got some of this pie. I'm gonna have some of this, as full as I am. It's kind of when you come to an Italian house, it's kind of a requirement to eat until you are literally throwing up. So I'm gonna eat some of that. Also got about 50 boxes of grapes, so I'm probably gonna have some of those. And then this reminds me of when I was a kid, we used to come here and I would like immediately just raid the cupboard. These days, because there's no Little kids knocking about. It's not really as good, to be honest. It's pretty boring, but it used to have like all kinds of sweets and chocolate and crap. It used to be like literally the best thing. I'd just like sneak out and just like ram my pockets of crap. It's a pretty big surprise that I'm not a massive fatty now, to be honest. But yeah, that was pretty cool. Anyway, I'm gonna have the tea, have the dessert, chill out for a little bit longer. Then we need to head back home and start prepping for the party. We're back home now. We went from my nonna's up to Sarah's mum's. We helped to kind of set things up so the kind of party zone is good to go. I had a pretty good time because I was put in charge of, basically they had loads of kind of childhood photos of Mark when he was younger, and I was in charge of writing the captions. So I wrote some pretty inappropriate stuff I'm probably gonna get in trouble for later on when the guests turn up. But yeah, it's looking good. So now we come back to ours. We have to go back up in like an hour or so for the actual party, so I'll probably get changed in a bit, put on something incredibly erotic. But for now, I'm gonna grab looks a bit skank. Have a couple of bananas because I'm a bit down. I look a bit disgusting, but I reckon I'll be alright inside. I'm a bit down on my banana consumption today, so I'll have a couple of those. I'm not going to eat too much because A, I ate loads at my nonna's. After I saw you had the dessert, I also had their Nonna has a habit of like stockpiling chocolate, like random chocolates from Christmas or whatever, so these 2 massive boxes of chocolates came out and I ate a lot of those, so must have consumed a lot of calories, still pretty full up. But yeah, I had the bananas, and I know there's going to be loads of food at the party tonight, so I'm not too fussed about getting anything in now. Yes, the next time I see you, it will be a party time. I've changed, I'm ready, he's ready, let's go. We are here, we're at the party now. I've come to like a quiet zone because it's ridiculously rammed, so I'm going to attempt to take you on a little tour. There's all kinds of food and stuff. The food hasn't been cracked open yet, but there's chili and loads of cakes and that, so I'm going to attempt to take you on a tour. It's very, very busy, so it's probably going to be incredibly awkward, but I'm going to take one for the team here, so I hope you appreciate it. Let's go. So this is the front room currently. Coming out into the hallway, there's a toilet, no biggie. These are Mark's pictures. I'm not going to show you the captions because they are, I'll show you one actually. Tony Blair, I found a WMD. Hello. There's loads of pretty awkward ones on the wall. Let's ignore those. Then here we go. So a lot of people here. Excuse me. Lad, here's the food. Loads of chili, Jesus Christ. That's my one, that's for everyone else I assume. I'll probably just eat with this, to be fair. I'll squeeze through, guys. And we've got, oh my God, Jesus Christ. That is like a meringue cake of some kind. I'll be eating that later on for sure. There is another cake, there is another cake, there is about a ton of strawberries, which I assume has got some some like whipped cream to go on that. Bloody hell, this is insane. This is going to be good. So, like I said, the food has not been cracked open yet. When it has been, rest assured, I'll be front of the queue. See you then. Okay, food is a go. So this is, there's 2 literally ginormous chilies here. Is this like, it's pork, isn't it? Pork, beef. It's beef with like various vegetables and like beans and stuff. Yeah, that's really good. Can I have a tiny bit more rice, please?
I respect what you do immensely. So please don't take it insect.
Oh, right. And then it says, come around with me. Come around and assist me, it says. Okay, I'm gonna take you through a live dinner. Oh my God. This is so precarious. A live dinner prep. So here's all the station. Bit of guacamole, don't really like it, but put it on anyway, just for banter. Put it on.
Just put it on so nice.
Okay. Token gesture. Right, put cheese. Just cheese is the priority here.
Has that
Loads of cheese. Just filming, Di. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. Alright, and then absolute banter. So what I've done here is I've switched to a not so hot sticker with the hot sticker.
Yeah.
Suckers! Right. So
What if it's been switched back?
I'm not holding it.
Oh my goodness, you're throwing on the floor.
Really, really hot.
I've heard all about this.
I know, I have to do this all the time.
It's YouTube. Isn't
Yeah, yeah.
it? Just been filled in. Do you mind if I come?
Yeah, go across, go across.
I'm still like really full from Nora's house. This is a struggle. I am bloody full up. Jesus, I'm on the cusp of a vomit eruption because I've eaten so much food and I wasn't even hungry. It was good and there was a party vibe going on, you know, so I can't help it. Now, it's very busy. Dessert has literally just come out. There's, again, a stupid amount of dessert. I'm going to take you on somewhat of a dessert tour, so get yourself strapped in. Let's go. Right, there is some kind of like a Bakewell thing, I think. Loads of cheese, which smells pretty bad. Some crackers, not going to eat any of that. Some crunchy ice cream. That's like a massive, I don't know, like a pavlova type, meringue type thing. Roulade, apparently that's more meringue. There is, what's that, do you reckon? What is that? OMG, like a lemon meringue. Then there's some cream, and then there's Caesar's cake. I don't even know where to start, but I'm going to. And we are back home, and it is 1:45, and I need a wee quite a lot, so I'm going to keep this pretty short. That was a freaking awesome night. It was really, really fun. It was like really funny as well. There was just loads of old people that were absolutely smashed, so it was fun just like sitting there watching them do weird stuff. Like, I laughed quite a lot. Food wise, I ate loads. I had loads of dessert. I had some of the Bakewell thing. I had meringue. I had some ice cream. I ate loads of strawberries and raspberries. Like, I found myself just sitting there just talking or watching stuff and just eating them without even realising. So I probably ate like a whole tree worth of raspberries or bush or whatever raspberries grow on. And then we just dropped off Sebastian at our friend's house where he's staying. So it's not every day you can say that. I was tempted to do the whole in the car, but I thought it'd probably get quite annoying, so I resisted temptation. Anyway, it is bedtime. I'm really, really tired. I need to have my pre-bed protein, so I'm going to give you my ritual again because I haven't seen it for like a week and a bit, I think. So I've got regular milk because our whole milk is out. We need to restock our supplies. I'm going to have some of that with some 30 grams of chocolate smooth whey. This is almost gone, like there's literally a tiny bit left, and as soon as that's gone I can move on to chocolate brownie, which I'm really, really excited to try. Then I'm going to have 5 grams of creatine. I'm going to mix it all up. Might add a bit of Hendrick's gin. That's a joke, I won't do that, it would be disgusting, and it would probably like curdle in the milk. Speaking of gin, I was drinking gin and tonic tonight because it's quite a nice, gin and tonic is probably in my top 3 best alcoholic drinks, and it strikes me as quite a clean drink, you know, so I'm happy to drink that. I had like, not loads, I had a few, feeling pretty good. I'm going to down quite a lot of water now, actually. I just reminded myself I'm going to down a lot of water to make sure I feel good tomorrow. But yeah, I'll have the protein, have the water, go to the toilet, go to bed, and that is the video. So I sincerely hope you've enjoyed it, guys. If you have enjoyed it, as I always say, please give it a thumbs up, give it a like. It means a lot to me and it helps the channel out. And I will see you tomorrow.